Welcome back to the news at 10. The Nigeria Incentive-Based Risk-Sharing System for Agricultural Lending is collaborating with the Pt.3 project, a World Bank-funded program to address issues of poor mechanization in the country. The managing director of NISRO, Mr. Aliyu Abdulhamid, explains that over 30 billion naira will be channeled towards fixing an estimated 55,000 tractors across the country, which has experienced wear and tear. The overall goal, according to him, will provide more income for farmers as well as boost food security for the country.
Officials of NERSAL, Pt.3 and key players in the agri-business and farm mechanization sector are seated in this hall to find solutions to the perennial challenge of poor mechanization, which has affected the yield of farmers as the Pt.3 project comes to a close in December 2019. The managing director of NASAL is hopeful that its intervention will provide solutions to the challenge.
This will ensure the availability and use of the fleet of tractors under the Pt.3 additional financing program by members of the Federated Fadama Community Association as well as other smallholder farmers under a commercially driven and a sustainable model.
Representatives from the Ministry of Agriculture, the Pt.3 project, as well as the Machine and Equipment Corporation Africa, are grateful for the timely intervention to provide tractors to farmers.
The expected outcome of this intervention is to produce multiplier effect on food production across the various value chains through facilitated access to farm tractors, implements, and other equipment.
After the speeches, the Memorandum of Understanding is signed to seal the deal. After the event, the managing director of NERSAL bears his mind on the cost implication of fixing an estimated 55,000 tractors and what farmers stand to gain.
Repairing 55,000 broken down tractors, which MECA and its partners have done the survey for, will cost Nigeria only 30 billion naira. And that can come from structured commercial financing, because this is a business model that means that you can invest and earn income and you can exit.
Hopefully, this intervention will provide more income for farmers and food security for the nation.
From agriculture to business news, here's Kayode Okikiolu.
Thank you, Ijoma, and you're welcome to Business News. On a day the Central Bank's Monetary Policy Committee kept its benchmark lending rate and other parameters unchanged, the federal government says it is targeting a real domestic growth of 7% in the next 4 years to meet the country's growing population of 3% per annum. The Minister of Budget and National Planning, Mr. Ododoma, who made this known at a meeting with reporters in Abuja, says the plan will boost socio-economic development in the country through job creation and income generation. Mr. Odoma also outlined some of the achievements of the present administration in the past 4 years, which include the implementation of the Economic and Growth Plan. And the insurance business of any country thrives on the back of the economy, and if the economy is robust, there's a very good chance insurance business will be vibrant. These are the words of Chiefs of Consolidated Hallmark Insurance PLC, who, in spite of negative headwinds, announced a profit for the year ended 2018 at its 24th annual general meeting today in Lagos.
Step down a meeting, we decided to step.
Board members, management and shareholders of Consolidated Hallmark Insurance PLC here at its 24th annual general meeting to assess the company's performance in the last financial year.
ALSI second that motion.
Observations are made and questions raised, and the managing director and CEO addresses all of them.
Why a company exists in the insurance industry is to pay claims. And for us to continue in business, we'll continue to pay our claims. And you will see that our claims have gone up, meaning that that segment of our stakeholding have been well attended to. So that
the chairman announces the dividend.
I hereby invite a member to propose the following motion. That a dividend of 2 kobo per share be paid to each shareholder of the company for every 1 share held as at the closure date of our members' register.
The recommendation is carried. Gross and net premiums for the year are 6.9 billion and 4.3 billion naira respectively, while profit after tax is a little better than the previous year at 406.7 million naira. Members of the board react to a new directive to recapitalize insurance companies to 10 billion naira.
It's an industry issue, so I'm sure that not just HI that is affected, but all the other insurance companies are affected. So we all have to sit down, both internally and externally, and to decide about how to progress.
The options are quite many. You can decide to go to your shareholders to raise money. You can as well go to new investors, and you could as well do a merger or a combination. So
Consolidated Hallmark Insurance PLC is aiming to enhance its capacity, its technology and processes, while keeping its fingers crossed for an improved economy to make for a much more profitable 2019.
The U.S. mission to Nigeria has commenced the first edition of a trade fair aimed at promoting the bilateral ties between both countries. At the opening ceremony in Lagos, U.S. Ambassador Stuart Symington asks Nigeria to intensify policies around homegrown products. As the Minister of Trade, Industry and Investment, Dr. Okechukwu Enelama confirms government's readiness to meet that demand. A more price rally for major blue-chip stocks, including newly listed MTN Nigeria shares, lifted the NSE's main index back at 30,000 level and the equities at 13 trillion naira. Layo Adegoke has details of today's trading at the exchange.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. The NSE's main index jumped higher by 2.88% to regain the 30,000 level at the close of Tuesday's trading session on the back of strong gains from key market heavyweights. A 3.93% price rally from Dangote Cement and a 2.96% advance from Tier 1 lender GT Bank pulled the industrial goods and the banking sector back into positive territory, while oil and gas and insurance sector components added some support. However, the biggest gain comes from MTN Nigeria, which rose by 9.98% to close at 131 naira 70 kobo, just as it also contributed significantly to the 371 billion naira increase in equities capitalization. The mobile telecoms operator is also the major contributor on the activity chart in volume and value term after investors traded over 110 million units of its shares from a total turnover of 335.59 million shares. And that's it on the Stock Market Report. I'm Layo Adegoke.
Thank you for watching Business News Tonight. I am Kayode Okikiolu.